Hey everybody, Mike Lowe here, SimSportsGaming.com, bringing you episode 36. Yesterday's episode ended in very dramatic fashion. The Tigers won in the bottom of the ninth with a two-run walk-off home run to win just by one run. I believe the score was 6-5, I think. But really, really exciting game, and we had a lot of really good baseball talk. And I think what was neat about yesterday's episode is that it really kind of came full circle, just talking about hitting balance. And of course, that's a real big element of hitting in real life. I mean, physical balance, right? Staying balanced, and of course, pitching is trying to keep that hitter off balance and their timing off, and and things like that. But uh, it also applies to gaming, right? So I mean, hitter balance. There's a lot of mental hitter balance, and we talked a lot about that. And I think the example I was giving yesterday was just staying within yourself as you're hitting, and not getting worked up, not getting frantic, and just never letting even an AI opponent, right, kind of dictate the at bat. I mean, you're staying within yourself, within your own game plan, and it worked out. I mean, we literally saw it happen in a very, very tight position yesterday, bottom of the ninth, and I think it was even 2 outs. I don't know if I can like actually. Can you guys? I don't know how the streaming works. Like, can you actually see? Yeah, it's only broadcasting the audio. I'm wondering if I go into like my videos and stuff, you can't see. Like, let me see here. Well, come to think of it, I didn't actually record a video of it. But if you look at yesterday's episode, you can see the end of that game, and it was a really tight spot. There was a man on first. I couldn't even get my pinch runner put in the game because the game wasn't letting me use the pinch runner. It was that weird, like it would kind of register that it was doing it, but it never really would do it. So, that was an annoying distraction, and all those little things just had to kind of block it out. So man on first, 2 outs, and Christian Stewart up, who's really not had a good year, but he's been really hot this last week, hitting, I mean, three ninth inning home runs that all mattered and all led to wins for the Tigers. And so he's up, and I think he even had two strikes on him, if I recall. Actually, I know I take that back. It was the first pitch. It was the very, very first pitch that Christian Stewart saw. Um, and on the previous pitch, very, very similar location, kind of middle low, and it was a splitter or a sinker, one of the two, from the White Sox closer, and went over the wall for a two-run home run. The pitch right before that was the exact same pitch though. Victor Reyes hit the ball really, really well, but just kind of went out into right center field and was caught for an out. And just Christian Stewart was able to get the job done. So the Tigers picked up a really, really big win. Here you're looking at, of course, the slider vault. This is just as I open it up. I'm trying to figure out why people would like recreate my sliders. I mean, it's already there. It's not really something I don't care. I mean, Gorilla Rich, whoever you are, that's cool. But I mean, like, I just would hate for him to waste his time when they're already there. 2.1 is already a thing. So I'm not really sure. Maybe he was just putting it up there for a friend to grab or something. But anyway, but yeah, still appreciate. I'm glad people are finding them and using them. We can just kind of take a quick look here and see how they're doing. Again, these are kind of sorted by top rating, which is always tough to see because you get a lot of these that have like 3 downloads and stuff. There's a really popular arcade slider, so I know nothing about this. Gomes the Legend. I'm not sure even who that is. It looks to have a really, really popular arcade set, and that's pretty cool because, again, obviously a very, very different thing here. But, overall, and I don't really look at the versions necessarily, but I mean, it's nice that we're seeing a lot of people get access to these and that they're finding, all of these different sets here, which is really, really cool. So, again, I can just kind of show you, easiest way to find these sliders. A lot of times is just type in like Lowe. You don't have to type in the full PSN name there. And it will pull up all of the different sliders here, or it should. I don't know why it's not. It's weird. Usually it does that, but anyway. But you can pull up in that slider vault, and you should be able to sort them. I don't know why they're not showing up like that, but the most downloaded one, of course, version 1.1, and then another about 1,000 downloads or so with 1.5, and so on. So we've had, I mean, just a ton. Probably the most downloaded collection of sets for sure. With 1.9 looking to be the most popular for whatever reason. And, it's hard to say because, I mean, the game gets patched, it changes over time. And I am working on version 2.2. We will probably look a little bit at that today. And, yeah, pretty much just jump into a franchise game pretty early here because it's been really exciting lately, truthfully. So, Ryan says, are you talking about for the sliders? So I think those are like maxed out to allow people to grind XP. And State says that Gomes is a YouTuber who focuses heavily on Diamond Dynasty. Okay, interesting that he would have like a slider set. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, I mean, the more people out there who can get eyes on anything franchise related, I'm all for. And so, allow people to grind XP. So is it just he just like does he get points or something for people downloading his slider set? Is that what's happening maybe? Or something like that? Sorry, I was taking a sip of my drink there. But yeah, maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, either way. So jumping into the franchise, and again, thanks for watching, by the way. Real quick mention. First off, I'm still in the midst of it, Ryan. I paused your podcast, but Ryan, who is part of our Out of the Park Baseball League in the Sim Sports gaming community, has done a really awesome podcast interviewing a couple of fellow NL West, uh, uh, combatives, I guess, in the Rockies general manager, Phil Masiosi, and our Padres general manager, Anthony, who, I'm sorry, Anthony, I'm totally drawing a blank on your last name. But it's really, really good so far. I'm probably close to halfway through it or so and stopped to make some lunch and then wanted to jump into this game here. But been really, really cool. I know Ryan's doing a series of those on his Long Gone podcast, which usually covers St. Louis Cardinal baseball, but of course with baseball still not having started, the well has probably run dry, as just about every sports radio and podcast is likely feeling right now. And so he has been kind of shifting the focus a little bit to cover baseball gaming, which I think is a really cool pivot, and it's been really interesting. And I'm hoping to be able to make an appearance on there again, talk some out of the park baseball. So. But check that out. That's really cool. That's up on the Sim Sports Gaming website. I know it's up on Spotify. That's podcast is called Long Gone with Ryan Hetzer, so who is our moderator here on these streams. Also, just a quick plug, we do have openings as we talk about kind of the PC world of things, which are really the strongest leagues in my opinion, because they can carry on year to year in the SSG universe. But we do have openings in our Front Office Football League. If you're not sure what Front Office Football League is, I can just tell you this. If you like football, especially like NFL style professional football, and you've always wanted to kind of feel what it's like to be a GM in like a real time calendar schedule, this league is really interesting. Check out Front Office Football 8. That's the latest edition of this game. I will tell you right now, it's not the prettiest game, but it has the best simulation engine I've ever seen in a sports game. I think it's better than even the Out of the Park sim engine. And I love Out of the Park. I've been a beta tester for Out of the Park development since 2008 probably, so probably 12 years or so. I've been playing since Out of the Park 3, and they're on version 21 right now. So I mean, I've been playing this game like most of my life, um, and I just love that game. But Front Office Football is another game I've always loved. Started playing that even before Out of the Park Baseball, technically, with like Front Office Football 2, which came out in like probably the year 2000 or so. But an awesome, awesome series. Again, it's not as pretty, but we do have a handful of openings there, and again, that's real-time sim as well. So that league is starting. We're going to be starting the preseason like in August, right? So in just a couple weeks, and then of course we will, and we're going to be, COVID or not, that league will continue and have like a full 17-week schedule and so on. So yeah, that should be really, 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 really cool. And I'm just looking at the chat here. Um, Ryan, I think he's following up to my question there about like getting XP from the sliders. He says, what I think is the sliders allow you to just max out home runs. Oh, I see, which gives you more XP, which then allows those. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. So I didn't realize that. So you can, I guess maybe when you're playing the AI, you can load up a slider set. When you're head to head, I don't think it uses anyone's slider sets. As far as I know, I'd be shocked if it did that. So let's see. Okay, and State looks like he's confirming what Ryan's saying. So, all right, that's cool. Um, Ryan says, Out of the Park series should be fun. Looking forward to exploring the other divisions. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I need to find some more time to kind of do some podcasting for that too. And I mean, truthfully, like I said, for me, this whole Sim Sports gaming thing is just trying to build up the community of franchise gameplay and trying to keep that alive and keep it in the spotlight. And at the same time, just having fun with it. And so, kind of looking at the numbers of views and stuff, some of the Out of the Park stuff I've done, like, and it makes sense. Like, if you're not in the league, I mean, how much buy-in do you really have? And I guess the counter argument to that is like, well, I'm not part of Major League Baseball too, but I listen to sports radio and I watch games and I'm still actively involved as a fan. And that was kind of really, I mean, honestly, like one of the big goals we've had at the SSG is to try and create this universe. And really, COVID's allowed for it to kind of shine a little bit more is providing this universe where we have all sports happening on the real life schedule. And oh, by the way, if you want to jump in and try it yourself, whether it's being a college football coach or a college basketball coach or a hockey coach or a manager, general manager for baseball and so on, you have those different opportunities to do it. You have an opportunity to, put on your journalistic hat and, even do some writing or some podcasting like Ryan's doing and so on. So anyway, just trying to talk about that because I do get a handful of questions of like, what is it? Probably one of the most common direct messages I get from just random people on Discord is just, what is SSG? What is this? What is going on here? Because it's kind of a mix of all things, right? And so I always like to try and just talk about that in each stream here just to help. And of course, with this series here, we're focusing on MLB The Show, the slider set that I've been working on for really a number of years now. I'm very proud of the work we've done here with the slider set, and it is something I do look at as a communal effort because it really helps when people are sharing their box scores and kind of talking about their experiences and so on. So, but it's been really fun lately, especially when the Tigers have just been on a roll since July 1st. If you look here, I mean, you can just see they've only lost 3 times in the last 18 days. Now, got a big chunk of that here missing with the All-Star break, but still, that sounds really nice when you start to say things like that. And it was 7-6 yesterday was the game, so it was even higher scoring than I thought. So you can see there at the bottom of the ninth, just an absolute, just crazy clutch, a ball that just kind of just carried out. I wasn't really sure, and then it just went over the wall. You can see there the first home run listed there is the most recent, and Christian Stewart ended up winning the game for the Tigers. And so that's where we left off yesterday's stream. We looked around at the standings for the first time in a long time. We're no longer in last place in the division. 7 games back now of Cleveland. And I can't remember if we made... There was one slider change I know we used yesterday, and that was the computer pitch control going up 1 to 6. But I don't think we made anything else at the end of yesterday's stream, if I'm remembering right. No, I take that back. We did. We adjusted computer contact up 1, and we put their power down 1. So that's what we're going to look at here. And what I'm hoping this is going to do is it's still going to allow the AI to be dangerous, but they're also going to be more dangerous by being a little bit more patient at the plate and drawing more walks, making it harder for you to avoid walks, things like that. So yeah, I think that's what we ended up changing there. And I think that was the only other changes. So let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing some of the comments here about retro mode being kind of. I don't think I've ever touched it. I'm sure I saw a video, in Operation Sports or something showing it, and yeah, I don't care. And I guess they did. I remember them saying like, "Oh, it only took us 1 day of development time." All right, I don't. Yeah, no comments on that. It doesn't matter to me. So let's see. Just looking at the chat to see if there's any questions before we jump in. Brian's talking about the Out of the Park League again, or maybe just SSG in general. He said, I'm feeling like, as this was affirmed talking to Phil and Anthony, who was the interview that he did on his podcast, that there are loads of people who love franchise gaming, but franchise by nature can sometimes be more personal, sharing more. Yeah, and SSG provides that sort of thing, which is great. So yeah, I totally agree. Again, that's kind of the whole idea is, and that's why, there's even sections on the forum or even in the Discord where if you just want to talk about like your solo dynasty, you're playing FIFA or something and you want to talk about your solo manager career. I mean, come on in. People love seeing that stuff. And it just because not everyone reads it, doesn't mean that other people won't. So I think those are all really good points. Well, Lucas Giolito, versus Kyle Funkhauser, who is going to be staying on the team here. He's done a pretty decent job so far, and we want to keep getting a good look at him because again, we're not really in this whole like, yeah, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make the playoffs. We are 8-2 in our last 10, but the reality is we're still 7 games back, and we're still at least 10 or something back in the wild card. So, let's keep things in perspective here and not get carried away. So, but let's just jump in. Let's do some gameplay. We can talk more about baseball and just kind of again batting, the approach you take. Even in a video game, because it is important. I'm telling you, if you're sitting there and you're listening to music and you're talking to your girlfriend on the phone, or your dog's crawling on your head, I mean, you're going to be impacted by those things regardless. I mean, you just are. And so, focus. Guys, look how many hot batters we have in this lineup. This is crazy. And this is why another reason I don't want to get too crazy adjusting sliders right now, because like this is just not practical. This does not always happen. And I'm very happy just to kind of keep that momentum moving. We know Cameron Maben got hurt. He got hit in the head trying to catch a home run ball. It's got a black eye, so he's going to sit today. But luckily for us, we have a very very hot Christian Stewart in the lineup, and we'll just keep him right there. I think. It's either going to be him or Harold Castro, but I don't know. I think we just kind of go with this. This is something that Jim Leyland used to do a lot. He would just kind of plug. It drove some people crazy, but I mean, again, if you look at a lot of the kind of like long-term metrics of baseball, they say the batting order doesn't really make a huge difference. You're talking about like a run or two per season, which, sometimes that could cost you a playoff run, but typically that's not the case. But he would do things like, okay, Miguel Cabrera needs the day off today, batting third, and well, it's time to put in Sergio Alcantara. And then he would, that'd be the lineup for the day. And like, I just remember Tiger fans going nuts. Like, what in the world? Like, why is Alcantara? And then Alcantara would have like 2 doubles that day or something. So it's always fun. But I never cared. I always just thought it was funny. But he was a big believer too. And that, guys kind of get comfortable in their roles. So like, Scope doesn't want to move to 3. He's comfortable batting 4th. And CJ Cron is comfortable batting 5th and so on. So, just little things like that. But anywho, we are not going to be starting Sergio Alcantara. This is a Sunday game, so I actually take that back. I do like to start some backups on Sundays because we're not going to have an off day for a while. So I truly try to get as many of these guys in as I can. Because Harold Castro splits time already, I'm not worried about him. So Candelario can stay there unless he wants to play first, but I do let Miguel Cabrera play first on Sundays. Let's see who else. Could sit Nico Goodrum today. Probably not a bad idea. That's good because Cameron's got to sit, so which terrible hitter do I want to bat last? I guess, is it Hayes? I think that's how you say his name. All right, that works for me. I think we're set to go. Just looking, I see some questions about the lineup in the chat here. So, question says, how do you set your lineup? Because I only really change it from what I'd like due to morale. I do Thursdays and Sundays as off days for certain players. That's typically what I do. Or again, kind of giving guys rest by moving them to DH on Sundays or Thursdays. So Cabrera will play first on most Thursdays and Sundays if we don't have an off day, which I'll never have an off day on a Sunday. Although the Angels did this year in the real life schedule, and so did the Dodgers because they were playing, I think, prepping for the All-Star game. So that All-Star Sunday before, which would have been the All-Star week, they actually did not play Sunday, which is very, very rare to not have a scheduled Sunday game. Incredibly rare. State. I mean, that's something the state of the franchise says. Energy doesn't work as it probably should in conjunction with durability. I've been harping on that for years, that needs to be separated out in the player rating. So you can see durability there. It's the last yellow bar in the middle, kind of. That also connects to stamina, right? So it's not just how, their injury proneness or anything like that. It's also just their ability to play X amount of days in a row. And I totally agree because you can have guys who are very, very durable, but maybe, are older and just need some time off. And I've never understood why that's completely tied into one rating. It's the same question I always have about why we have hitters who have a versus righty versus left split and pitchers don't. It makes no sense to me. So like a hit per 9 is the same versus righties and lefties. Like that is just, it doesn't make any sense to me. So again, just one of many little things. I always like to use the little things kind of back at San Diego Studios because I think it's ironic, but there are a lot of little things in this game that are missing that just don't make a lot of sense and truthfully aren't terribly difficult to implement. I mean, these are little things and will it take longer than maybe a 1-day retro mode update? Probably, but we're talking, how long has this game been out now? Over 10 years. Come on. Let's get this stuff in the game. This is not terribly difficult. Hey, we get some, first time this year I've seen this, kind of the races for the awards you can see there. I'll leave that up on the screen. Joe Adell, and they're running for American League Rookie of the Year. But most of that was with the Angels before the trade. So in a game like this, we're going to need, we have a couple holes in the lineup today, obviously, 8 and 9 holes, but I think the rest of the lineup, especially when they're all hot, can probably carry the load. And if not, we're not going to win every game. So still need to give guys rest. We've taken the first 2 games of the series. We lose today, we still win the series. I mean, 66%. And I mean, you're talking over 100 wins in a season. So there's nothing wrong with winning 2 out of 3. There's Kyle Funkhauser getting the start today.
Leading off the afternoon for the White Sox, the center fielder, Lowe.
Yeah, I figured that was after the All-Star, kind of done showing us the All-Star rankings and so on, that they start to show some different graphics. So those are nice little adjustments or little additions to the game, for sure. So again, some good hitters in this team for sure.
Ball, that's too high. First pitch, 110.
Left that right over the plate.
Batting second, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
No, he did. No, he's safe. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. I got to count 1 and 2.
Now we know the AI is not going to run because they never run in this count. You don't need a quick step.
2-2 now.
It's really weird. Again, little things, right? They will never run. I don't think in any 2-strike counts. Maybe 0 and 2? I hope I'm wrong. And I have the slider setting bumped up too. Maybe if you bump it up to 10 in those counts, maybe they would. I don't know. Shouldn't have to do that though.
We got full count.
86 contact. This would be a great time to send the runner. They will not.
Batting third, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Hell of a year so far for Tim Anderson.
JTD.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Lowe.
A lot of really good hitters for the White Sox this year. You know, when you have a Jose Abreu hitting .294 batting sixth for you, that the team's doing pretty well.
Ball. Two and oh. Safe. That's a ball.
Ooh. Wasn't sure I was going to get to that. A's have speedy outfielders. That saves a run. At least a run. Next hitter up's pretty good too, so. Lucas Giolito, former National, at least National prospect. Making his 20th start, that's pretty well. He's technically their number one pitcher.
Leading up for the Tigers, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
He's been pitched to take a first swing out there.
Batting
So.
second, the left fielder, number 14.
That's a ball.
I almost kind of wish they'd hide those quirks, because I would be thinking Christian Stewart must have like that performs well in the ninth inning or whatever that quirk is. He's had some just super clutch home runs.
Ball, that's out.
Now, see, I don't see as short as Top Cat says. Not only do they don't steal much, hardly any hit and runs or sack bunts. I see way too many hit and runs, and I see probably a realistic amount of sack bunts for the modern baseball game. It's just the stealing. They don't try to run in any sort of advantageous count. Or like, I mean, the hit and runs, like they do them in weird times. Like they do it, you know, they never do it in like a 3-2 count with like less than 2 outs, which is a very, very common, probably the most common count to run in, obviously other than 3-2 2 outs. So.
Batting third, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Oh and 1.
Tried to check.
0-2 is the count.
He has some bad swings this inning.
Ball, that pitch is out. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Yep, just cruise through that inning.
Leading off for the White Sox, the right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Nice fan. Just barely. Check that wind.
Batting fifth, the first.
So defense today on a Sunday. Alcantara in at shortstop. Carcassonne at catcher. Cabrera playing first today. Errors have been bumped up to 6 across the board.
One ball, 1 strike.
Batting seventh, the
I'm gonna
designated
keep
hitter,
that ball in front of you. No reason to really drive.
Robert.
The risk is not worth the reward, or you could say the risk was far greater than the reward there. Not a good pitch there
0-1
either.
is the count.
His first home run of the season yesterday of his career.
Aye.
Good pitch. So contact bumped up, still able to get the strikeout. Something to keep in mind. I would love to keep bumping that up. Maybe if MLB The Show actually had their AI hitters swinging and missing at a realistic rate, we wouldn't need to bump that down at all. They're out of the box, good grief. Like slow pitch softball, no one swings and misses. And they're fouling off 7,000 pitches a game. But I'm grateful. I mean, a lot of games, the sliders don't let you adjust as much as you need, so this game does. Just about everything.
Nope, that's down.
That's gonna drop. Taking a sweet old time.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Boy, he was getting a lot of balls right over the plate. They have not been hitting him.
Look out, 1-1. Count 2-1. base.
It's a weird catcher's helmet.
Ball. Base hit.
So a little bit of trouble for Funkhauser, but didn't need to give in there.
Up next for the White Sox, the center fielder, Lowe Garcia.
Now that's a ball you might take a dive for if you needed to. Luckily hung up there. But again, huge risk reward doing stuff like that. Kyle Funkhauser? Hey, we'll take 2 zeros.
Leading up for the Tigers, the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Let's see Scope having a home run today. Hasn't hit one in a little while.
Ball. 1-0. Ball, that's out.
Oof, good pitch.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Ball, that's out. Ball, that's off.
Just couldn't use the cursor in time.
Batting sixth, the center fielder, Joe Adele.
Ball 1, no base. One and one. One ball, 2 strikes. Nope. Outfield.
Pitch him well. Yeah, I mean, C.J. Cron, right? 20 home runs, 50 RBIs. Could probably end up with 75 or 80 RBIs. Probably high 30s in home runs.
Leading off for the White Sox, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
catch that ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Nope. Ball 4, that's it.
I like to see that. I like seeing them be patient. That's what we're trying to get more of with the slider adjustment for
Now
today.
batting, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
My dad, Caddy, has entered the broadcast booth. Doesn't usually have a lot to say, but she is circling on numerous pillows, making lots of noise, trying to find the perfect spot in the broadcast booth to sit and do nothing.
Count 1-0. One ball, 1 strike.
One of those hit and run counts. I love it. Ooh, put the foot on the base. Apparently.
Now batting, left fielder, Lowe.
It's a tougher play than it probably looks like in a video game, obviously, but a weak comebacker, especially when the bat's broken, right? So I mean, you hit this bat flying over your head. I mean, you can't help, you know, your brain's reacting to kind of two things coming at you, very, very different speeds. So you probably don't see this fielded so cleanly in a baseball game in real life. Again, I mean, just giving it a pitcher perspective, I guess, right? I mean, as they make a pitch and try to get yourself into defensive position, you know, and he's able to do that, but here you have this piece of wood flying at you. I mean, look at that. Like, that's actually, I mean, the way it's the trajectory of this right off, like, it looks like it's going to come right here and, like, clip him. So, I mean, in real life, and see, I wish they would kind of have this animation, and I'd be fine with it. Like, he'd be ducking, and I would have no problem with that. Like, yeah, get the hell out of the way of that bat. Like, you want to make the play. I guess what would happen if that was Game 7 of the World Series or something, and it was the 9th inning, and, you know, he ducked the bat. And I wonder what people would think there. So, anyway, but he makes the play. But your momentum, right, is taking you away from home. I'm sorry, away from second base, but steps and throws, good plant. Shortstop's in perfect position there, uses his momentum. Even with the speedy base runner, able to make a good throw. He's got a really good arm, too, Alcantara. He's got like an 86 arm strength. Probably not 86 accuracy, as you saw here. He must have tagged him, huh? I guess. Hey, we'll take it. Should be able to get to that. Oh, nope.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
Let's go down easy. Probably get the out at second if he doesn't take forever. There we go. That was the most casual assist I've ever seen. But the run scores first, that does count. Chicago leads 1-0. Check out Some Sports Gaming. That's what Heidi Watton is always talking about in my streams. If you're a fan of the Golf Club game, by the way, we have a really, really fun society that's every week got a tournament going. Really good game. I've said the Golf Club is probably the most realistic sports game I've played the last few years. I also love just how simply streamlined the like just the menus, everything about it. Like you're not overwhelmed with Diamond Dynasty related stuff, and it's a very, very clean game. If you like golf, or even just golf games, it's a really, really good game. Excited for the new one. I forget when it comes out. September maybe? Something like that. Should get down. Played perfectly by the outfielder, and we'll have an unnecessary close play at second. No way that's a close play in real life. Very rarely is that a close play. But a little slider, just hung over the plate. All you gotta do is, again, just tennis racket the bat out there. Get a decent swing, it'll find a hole usually. Oh, the circle changed. Felt like a slider. Just looking at how good of a bunter he is. Not very good. So it might be a decent time to try and put one down, but if you can pull the ball here, it's the same impact as a bunt would be, and you have a shot of getting yourself a hit. And with a bad bunter, a more likely shot of getting on base. Also forces the opposing pitcher to throw more pitches, possibly get on base with a walk. But sometimes you also just do that.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 13. Now batting, the right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Strand's a leadoff double. It's good pitching. Now she's saying to subscribe to the YouTube channel here. Get pinged when we're streaming, whether it's me or Ryan or anybody else who might be interested in streaming franchise-related stuff. Check out our Discord. Best place to just find our latest chatter with Sim Sports Gaming.
Jose Abreu.
Count is 1 and 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Louise.
Jake Rogers sent him down to get a little more consistent playing time and development, hitting 444 in his last 10 games. Cam Gibson, the son of Kirk Gibson, hitting 406 in Double-A.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Ball one. Two balls, no strikes. Nope, outside. That's ball four.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
I've seen different players each time. State of the Franchise is saying the Road to the Show report isn't accurate. At least it always has been for him. It'll show the same two players and they both were actually playing terribly. Yeah, I haven't seen that at all. Again, Jake Rogers was just not down, so yeah, I'm not seeing. I've seen different players each time, different stats. So I don't know. Maybe they passed it or something.
Ball.
A nice curveball today.
2-2 now. Full count, 3-2.
A lot of full counts. That's got the side though. Pitching well, but needing a lot of pitches to do it. But I definitely like the increase to their contact. I'm curious if we could even try to go higher with it. I'm just not a big enough sample size yet, but I'm glad we're still seeing. I mean, I'm glad we're seeing walks, and I'm glad we're still seeing strikeouts.
Leading up for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 14.
Ooh. Boy, just missed that.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Look out, 1-1.
One hit. I was wondering if we had a hit yet today.
Ball, that is out. Down to 3-1. Ball four.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jonathan. Go!
Two balls, no strikes.
Ooh,
2-1.
that was breaking well.
Nope, not that.
Over his head. And over the wall. I was saying earlier, I see Jonathan Scope hitting a home run today and came in a big time, so worked the count, kind of figured we'd be seeing a fastball and just kind of put a decent swing on it. 23 home runs leads the Tigers. Did not make the All-Star game. And working the count, right, leads to a walk and it leads to a 3-1 pitch.
The designated hitter, DJ Lowe.
One ball, one strike.
Ooh, tried to check that.
One and two. Two balls, two strikes.
Ooh.
Now batting, center fielder, Joe Adele.
0-1 for count.
Leading off for the White Sox, the center fielder, number 28, Lowe Garcia.
That's outside. Hey! One ball, two strikes, count. I got to count 2 and 2. Oh,
Now batting, third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
Whoa, that pitch is out. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Funkhauser
Now batting,
pitching really well. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make it out for the
Anderson.
6th, but let's just focus on getting to the 5th for now.
Ball 1, no strikes. That's ball 2. 2-0.
When does baseball start, guys? Is it the 29th or something like that? What is that? Next week?
Leading up for the
Sometime this upcoming
Tigers,
week?
the third baseman, Harold Castro.
Count 1-0.
This game almost feels a little bit like a playoff game here. Because if we win 3 against the White Sox, and that's a huge win for us. If you take 2 out of 3, it's nice, which we've at least done. But you pick up just a game as opposed to 3. That's a big difference. Especially when we're trying to weigh, the rest of July. Really, it's kind of our measurement of where
Now
this
batting,
team is going to head
number 40.
for the rest of the season. And I can tell you right now, we're not going to be big buyers at all, if anything. I just can't see that. But it will help us determine if there's going to be any more selling to be done. If we want to just try to take this momentum into August, September. Well, I just can't check my swing against Giolito. I put that pretty well. Better hitter, that was probably a home run, but he is not a very good hitter, so.
Number 13.
Harmless flyout. Having a hard time seeing his fastball over there. Double play. Easy double play. Didn't even need to do that off balance throw. Oh, this Friday. Wow. 23rd, okay. I think originally they were talking about the 29th. Wow, that's wild.
Leading off for the White Sox. The
81
left fielder,
pitches. I think we're going to do it for Cal 1000 today.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 31, Alex Wilson.
One out.
Uh-oh. That didn't take long.
The batter, the right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Ball one, no strike. Hey!
With the arm.
Up next for the White Sox, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
Hey! 0-1's the count. One ball, one strike. That's it, 1 and 2. No, that's down. Full count.
Ooh, wow.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis Roberts. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 51,
We
Daniel
need some strikeouts here.
Bard.
Oh, that big play. The count is 1 and 2.
Now batting, the catcher,
Looks the same as a strikeout. I'll take that.
Rondon.
Count's 1 and 0. Oh, that's that. Ball at inside.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
1-0.
No, just one strikeout, but Daniel Bard did a really nice job there. And again, you get a feel for your pitchers, right? You could tell that Alex Wilson just wasn't on. And that's clearly what Heidi Watney would be talking about right now. She would be talking about hitting every time. Probably talking about Tiger's hot start to July. Maybe Cameron Egan's injury. I'm sure he's talking about something like that. The White Sox falling out of first place and being in a tight race with Cleveland. Probably something like that. It's been a huge variety of topics. I can't even count the number of topics that Heidi Watney has shared this season. Finds its way through. I'll take it.
The batter, number 14.
No, you say.
Not looking to steal here. I would love to see something like a pass ball or something like that, but good hitters coming out. Oh, that does breaking ball going over the middle. Singles with 2 strikes. Take it.
Now batting,
Guys getting on base in front of 3, 4, 5 hitters here.
Cabrera. Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan. Go!
I could swing on it, but just didn't carry anymore.
Now
Didn't find
batting,
a
the
hole.
designated hitter, DJ Lowe.
Left him in there. Got out of the jam.
Leading off for the White Sox, the center fielder, number 28, Lowe Garcia.
I'll probably go one batter here. We'll bring in Nick Ramirez. Normally go to the setup guys here, but in a tie game with the really good arm on him. Tie game in the we're not going to use the setup guys here at the bottom of their order since the guys hitting there don't have a ton of power. And I do have some guys in our bullpen who are susceptible to home runs, so that's the reason we're not putting the setup guy in this inning. Alcantara, really nice arm, 85 arm strength. You saw on that play there.
Now batting, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 63, Nick Ramirez.
Ball 3. 3-0. Count for 3-1.
The batter, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey! Ball 3.
Oh no, what the hell happened there? That was weird.
Now batting, left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
He took a very good route. Let's see. Yeah, just, I don't know what I was doing there. That was weird.
The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazzara.
Ball left outside.
Up next is Chicago,
He gets everything
first
hard
baseman.
against us, it seems like.
Jose Abreu. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 39, Lucas. Yeah.
Oh, not what I wanted. Good grief. Especially with his corpse.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis Roberts.
That's not good. Man,
Now
just
batting,
can't get that last
catcher,
strike of the inning.
Yasmani Grandal.
Ball 1. no strike. That's out. Nope. That's inside. Yeah! I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now there's 3-2. Ball 4. Take it.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Madrigal. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 45, Buck Farmer.
Oh, I thought the quirks of
Ladies and
Lucas
gentlemen,
Sims would help us
please
there.
join
The state
for the
pitcher.
traditional seventh inning stretch.
I thought maybe we could use our setup guys a little more sparingly today as they're tired. But yeah, I don't know. I don't regret the decision, but he just couldn't get that last strike. Seeing the same pitchers. But I guess they're probably seeing the same pitchers from us for the most
Leading
part
up
too.
for the Tigers, the center fielder, Joe Adele.
Ball 2.
Wait, think back to that weird route that Victor Reyes took on that ball. That would have got us out of the
Now
inning.
batting, third baseman, Harold Castro.
Oh, 2 is the count. No, he's out.
Now batting, number 40,
Oh, 1 is the count. Ball, that's good. Got him.
Yeah, bats have cooled off for the Tigers today, but okay. Just keeping our head in the game here.
leading
Not
off
chasing
for
the White Sox anymore anyway. We're chasing
the center
Cleveland,
fielder,
so
number 28, Lowe.
perhaps Cleveland ends up losing today. It's just kind of stay put.
One ball, 2 strikes, the count. Aye.
The batter, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
Count 1-0.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
He's out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 46, Craig Kimbrel.
One ball, one strike. Oh, inside.
Hey, check the beginning of the stream here, either now or later. But yeah, we talked about a few changes that are live and a few we're looking at. To the sliders, that is.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Hey, take it. Take a second.
Now batting,
Guys, guess who's up?
number 14.
It's not the ninth inning, though. It's the problem. But wouldn't this be crazy?
Outside, that's a ball. They got 2 on the count.
Got it. I should buy. I need to buy like a Christian Stewart jersey for the stream or something. This dude's just ridiculous. He's been like the most clutch hitter ever. He's only, what is he rated? He's like a 60 something. He's hitting under 200. This guy is like the Kirk Gibson of this week. Left-handed hitter, just clutch home run after clutch home run for the Tigers. Plays outfield. As soon as I saw that pitch leave his hand, I was like, yeah, that's home run.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 48.
Never out of it. Started with a walk. Still nobody out in the eighth. White Sox bullpen. That's the other story with this. Not just Christian Stewart, I guess, but the White Sox bullpen really been struggling.
Now batting, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
I need someone to like clip those Christian Stewart home runs for me and make a little highlight video or something. It's just been nuts. Totally crazy. That was a terrible swing. Lucky I fouled that off. This one's really early. I tell myself to wait too. It's just very, very different speed than Kimbrel and the pitcher before, who's throwing 100-mile-an-hour sinkers. Got one more time with Cologne. There we go. Can you just stay back on it? Still swung early. Probably pinch run here.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Creeping closer to 3,000.
Go!
Yeah, we probably will pinch run here with nobody out. If it lets us. I mean, it might not let us. I know Nico Grimm is our quickest option, so yeah, I guess we're going to have to go with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch running at first base, number 28, Nico Goodrum.
Good pitch to hit. A little quick set in here. Nope. Ooh, good pitch.
The batter, the designated hitter, C.J. Lowe.
Ooh, good pitch. Oh, okay. That's color.
Your attention, please. This change defensively for the Tigers. Now playing first base, number 28, Nico Goodrum. Your attention, please. This change defensively for the Tigers. Now playing shortstop, number 46, Gamer Candelaria. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 65, Xavier Cedeno. The right fielder, number 30, Nomar Mazara.
That's out. Ball four.
Interesting situation here.
The batter, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
But probably get him to hit in the double play here. Hoping.
That's the ball.
It doesn't go. Wow, that was a late swing.
Now batting, designated
That was
hitter,
a super late swing.
Luis Robert.
It was in his glove. Took it. I don't think I can stub it, right? Oh, I can. Let's see. Okay, for now.
Oh, that's out.
Good grief, Bell. Took you long enough to get there. The drama. I've seen that sometimes, Kay, if it takes a big bounce off the wall like that. I mean, he would have easily made it, but there is some risk, but
Ladies and
I've seen
gentlemen,
that sometimes.
your
At least in
attention,
this
please.
year's version.
Now pitching
Again, they
for the
made a
White
lot of
Sox,
improvement to the catcher defense,
number
which is nice.
32,
Much, much better.
Kyle Frick.
But again, yeah, base running is definitely not this team's strongest point.
Leading up for the Tigers, the center fielder, Joe Adele.
And that one-speed pitcher we talked about again. Ooh, gosh, I just can't check my swing up there again. It's alright. Like I said, it's not going to impact my approach here. So.
Well, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
First time seeing the catcher apply a tag, too.
Now batting, first baseman.
I do that a lot in Dynasty. I'm swinging for strikes just to avoid a throwing error.
Count is 1 and 2.
Ooh. Yeah, that's close.
Now batting, third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Count 1 and 0.
Extra innings. I'm not sure if Kyle Crick was a trade or not. I mean, he must have been if he's supposed to be a Pirate in real life. I don't even know who Kyle Crick is, honestly. I've never heard of him. So apologies if he's somebody I should know.
Now
But I don't really follow the Pirates.
Number 77.
But yeah, they did definitely trade for Kimbrel. I think that was the first trade in this entire franchise for the AI.
Leading off for the White Sox, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. The batter, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
Not where I wanted that.
0-1's the count. Here we go. Next out, 2 and 2.
The center fielder, number 28, Lowe Garcia.
Uh-oh. Speed. Close play.
Now batting, third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
I'm hitting the ball hard all day today. Where's that Manzano? whatever his name is.
Whoa, that's it for them.
There's Moncada. Who was young? Moncada. Ah, I tried to throw it out. I wanted to try and throw him out. Oh no! Another stupid play by the AI. Oh, Harold Castro. Oh, it's brutal. Brutal all around. I wasn't super worried about the base runner.
Your
I guess
attention,
it could have been
please.
more, but
Now
I knew he was there. I
for
just
Chicago.
didn't want to risk. I just wanted to focus on the hitter.
Jack Putnam.
Damn, that was a huge bummer. It's not a hard play, and he's not a good fielder, and he's not playing a primary position here. Actually, I think he is, actually. Oh, gosh. What a bummer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's hurt, but I'm taking at bat.
pinch hitting for the Tigers. Number 4, Cameron Maven. Now batting, right fielder, Victor Reyes.
The risk of a bunt single here is not as valuable as him. The reward of him maybe hitting a double, so that's what I'm kind of thinking here. That's what I'm saying.
Now batting, number 14.
Oh boy, here we go. This is the same matchup that happened in the 9th inning yesterday, Putnam versus Christian Stewart here. Nice. Almost the same pitch and location as yesterday's home run. Not sure how I missed that. Well, I feel like the White Sox are just kind of destined to win that game. It's be a good one to look at the changes we made with the sliders and how it impacted things like batting average, ball in play, and so on. Let's do that. Let's take a quick look here. So, just looking at the basic box score first.
This afternoon.
I like
First
seeing
the
6
victorious
walks from the White Sox.
6
That's
runs
nice.
on 13 hits.
And
No
well, still
errors.
9
They left
strikeouts, even
13
though it was
men
10
on
innings,
base.
but still. That's a totally fine
For the
ratio.
Tigers, 5 runs, 7 hits,
3
no
doubles
errors.
to 1
They
home
left
run.
4 men on base.
Everything looks really good there.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes.
Giolito's tough.
Thank you for joining us here this
Tigers
afternoon.
still 3 walks, 9
And we
strikeouts,
remind
again,
you to
good ratio.
please drive home safely.
1 double, 2 home runs. Yeah, we had a couple bad defensive plays that really cost us this game. Victor Reyes was a weird route in the outfield. I mean, it's a 4-run swing, really, if you think about it. And of course, Harold Castro's tough play. Before we do the batting average ball and play, can I look at? I can't see a player from here, can I? Oh, I'll look up it again. Remind me to check out Harold Castro's defense and positions and so on. Alright. So, the Tigers batting average ball and plays. 35 at bats, 7 hits, 2 home runs, no sac flies, 9 strikeouts. Ours was only 208 today, so again, we've had 400 the last 2 games and then 200 today, so and that was against their ace, so and again, that's see no issue there. For the White Sox, 41, and they've been low the last couple games. 41 at bat, 13 hits, 1 home run, no sac flies. Also 9 strikeouts. Oops, that's not. Oh, 9 strikeouts. They were 387. So, yeah, again, looks good. That's the good news. Bad news is we took a tough loss. 62% strike for the White Sox, 58 first pitch. Tigers 57, 52 first pitch. Good. Especially with our crowd started on. Foul ball percentage 13 for the Tigers, 11 for the White Sox. So both low. Not terribly low, but pretty low for the White Sox, but that does happen. Pitches that were swung at. We have a total of 42% missed today for the Tigers, so that's a lot. And again, we didn't drop contact or anything, so it's good to see still. And Giolito is just doing a really nice job keeping us off balance. 29 for the White Sox, so again, if that number keeps staying up high, we could even go up higher in contact, which it could be nice, and maybe we start dropping something like solid hits. Or, but that was power at 4. They still were able to hit a really important home run for them. So, yeah, look good. I want to check out Harold Castro's ratings, but you know, a loss, a bit of a tough loss, but overall, can't win every game, and Tigers are playing well. So, not to mention, we've unlocked a Chad Wallach card, so that's huge. That's going to help a tremendous amount, especially for my franchise. I'm glad I'm getting those for my franchise mode, because those are helpful. So we're going to look at Harold Castro. So he's, primarily second base. That's right. So again, that fielding and reaction go down, which for better or worse. I mean, it's somewhat realistic experience. Those plays happen. I mean, they definitely happen. The crazy part is, though, wait a second. They didn't rule it as an error, and I guess technically they shouldn't because it took a crazy bounce, and that is technically a hit. But it is tough to get errors in this game. So anyway, yeah, that happened. Tigers 7.5 back. Did Cleveland win? So Cleveland lost. We didn't lose any ground. Oh yeah, obviously we're still 7.5. So sitting at 8 games below 500. Again, this is nothing to get excited about. I mean, 7-3 in our last 10 is nice. We'll take it. A winning record at home, but we've been miserable on the road. So yeah, that's just how it goes some games, I guess. So nothing too crazy. You know, we never actually adjusted the sliders for their bullpen. But again, this is a good example of like, am I going to restart my franchise? Am I going to send Mike a message on Twitter or in Operation Sports. Nope, because it doesn't matter. It's one half of one game. Who cares? So it's not going to make a big impact. And really, I didn't even notice a huge difference. So, but it does matter here when you advance to the next day because all of the minor league games are going to be simulated in the background. So that is where you want to make sure you do have it set. But again, if you forgot, I wouldn't restart your franchise or anything. Broken hand up to 1 to 2 months. All right, so we'll have to adjust for that. Put him there. The Yankees have made so many trades. I'll have to show you guys. So White Sox and Twins just made a trade. A lot of trades happening. So first though, I need to just check out our outfield here since we have an injury. So who was it? It was Bonifacio. So we know he's gonna at least go to Double A. And I just need an outfielder to move up. I'd rather keep Dad's Cameron starting in Double A, so we're not going to bump him up. Sacramento's a little bit too young. Hey, Cam Gibson's been... I thought he was playing well. Apparently not. So yeah, there you go. Maybe they must have been taking his AAA stats, because I know I had him in AAA, so I think just based on his age, we'll move him up for the time being. But yeah, you're right. So there we go. Someone in the chat was saying that those stats are all goofy, and yeah. Although, I take that back. We don't know for sure, because that's in the last 10 games, so I guess that is certainly possible. Anyway, we're going to move Cam Gibson back up, so that's all square. And we're asking about Kyle Crick. Let me just see if there's anything here on the waiver wire. Doesn't look like it. I don't even think they notified us of that trade, did they? So there's Ryan's Cardinals making a move. Trading Colton Wong. Daniel Murphy hurt. But check out all of these trades that the Yankees have been making. They've had a lot. They made 3 trades in one day. They have made 6 trades in July. 6 trades since July 11th. I'm sorry, they made 7 trades in July. Like, what in the world? That is a ton. I like how they traded Ben Ruda to the Rangers and then acquired him back. Oh my god, that's just ridiculous. Just kidding. We sent you the wrong player. That's our bad. So again, still don't know what we're going to do with the Tigers here. Last remaining trade or two. Just a little early to tell still. Still some important games. Oh, I do have an off day tomorrow. Nice. I was resting guys for nothing. I lost by 1 run. Oh well. That's okay. So off day tomorrow. 3 in Cleveland, Tampa, White Sox. So still some important series coming up. Let's speaking of important, make sure we save our franchise. Let's you heard it here first. Tip. Make sure you save your franchise. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks, Ryan, for moderating and being active and And check out Sim Sports Gaming. Check out, there's a lot of stuff going on. I've talked about it earlier in the stream, but yeah, we appreciate the support. You guys checking everything out. So I will see you later this week. Probably not gonna be streaming a lot during the week, so maybe some point, but most likely maybe something next weekend or so. So have a good week, everyone, and I'll have lots to update on at that point, and we'll probably know a lot more about how the Tigers are looking. So see you then.